What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Truth, and today we're gonna be talking about your boy Howie Roseman. Let me highlight it in this article right here. Howie Roseman. Today is what we're gonna be talking about. And today, Howie Roseman, I'm gonna be serving you some truth juice. All right. So I'm gonna keep this short. I'm gonna keep it simple. We're gonna keep it under 10 minutes. That is the goal. So the main thing I want to talk about is the draft decisions, some of the free agent moves of Howie Roseman over the last few years, and as this article right here highlights, Howie Roseman deserves blame for the Eagles' struggles. There we go. Yeah, yeah, all up in there. Yeah, Howie Roseman, you deserve blame for the Eagles' struggles. Not completely all of it, but a big part of it. So, 2017 happened. The Eagles had a window to essentially, I don't know, maybe win another championship. That window seems like it is closing. We have a lot of regression by certain players, i.e., Carson Wentz, and a lot of aging players on our team who are still here. Brandon Graham. uh, you know, uh, we should probably get some people to replace them. Also, Jason Peters. Old. Old players. So we get rid of some of these old players that, we should probably, have moved on for or found draft replacements by now. But for some reason, we can't do that, Mr. Howie. I don't know why we can't do it, but we've been struggling with that for quite a minute since you have been the GM of the team, or should I say, reassumed, re-resumed responsibilities as the head decision maker. We've been struggling with that. So, let's just, dive into that a little bit here and look at some of the previous draft picks. I can go into details of these guys' career, but as an Eagles fan, the last year that Chip Kelly had control of the draft was 2015. Oh, look, he drafted Nelson Aguilar. Mm. Stinkalar is what most people call him. I don't have an issue with Nelson Aguilar. I think he was a bust, though, obviously, considering he was a first round pick. We Eric Rowe, who we traded early, a few other guys. But let's get into Howie's first draft after the disaster that was Chip Kelly. Carson Wentz. Now, there's some debate about how good he is now, but I will give Howie credit for this one. He moved up from the number 13 spot to the number 2 spot to get a quarterback, and it was quite clear that we needed a quarterback. Because let me tell you, Dinkin and Duncan, Sam Bradford, Mr. Throw it to the guy who's about 5 yards in front of him every play. Yeah, that wasn't working. We needed someone who was going to take chances down the field. Unfortunately, Carson Wentz just doesn't know when not to take those chances down the field right now, but we'll get into Carson Wentz in another later video. The Truth Juice today is still about Howie Roseman, and we're going to continue to go through this list. We got Isaac Samola, who's on IR now, which I will make a video about the medical staff too, because that's been a disaster. Wendell Smallwood, gone. Big V, gone. Jalen Mills still here, but playing safety now. I guess he was originally a safety. Jalen Mills wasn't a very good corner. He's not looking like a very good safety so far, but I'm going to give him time to adjust. Nathan Gary, a safety who's now a linebacker. We just don't invest in that position. We really need to. If those linebackers play the last couple of years and the Rams game was an example of how we should probably invest in the linebackers, I don't know what is. Donnell Pumphrey, gone. Shelton Gibson, practice squad or either gone. I'm pretty sure he's gone. But if he's on the practice squad, he's not on the active roster. Mac Hollins, gone. Sidney Jones, gone. Razul Douglas, gone. Derek Barnett, probably on his way on out of here. I mean, the guy, Derek Barnett, Derek Barnett better have an 8 sack season this year. Like, it's his third year. Uh, I need to see some type of production. Normally, when you draft a guy, top 15, you want him to be a double digit sack guy when you're playing on the edge. But for whatever reason, especially when you got Fletcher Cox on that side and how he loves his defensive tackles, he invests in a lot of them. Yeah, you just like to see more production there. This guy in the seventh round, Jordan Mialata, whatever his name is, gone. Matt Pryor is playing now out of desperation because we have no depth. He played all right last week though. Josh Sweat, fourth round pick, decent. Still probably just a rotational guy at best. Avonte Maddox can be good if you put him in a nickel and not on the outside. A little too small for that. Dallas Goddard, good. Andre Dillard already sounding like I'm not gonna write him off as a bust yet, but just the news out of Philly is he's not developing well. JGR Sega Whiteside, ooh, Howie, I got a beef with you on this pick. This is fresh. So we had the opportunity, Howie. This is why you're part of the problem. We had the opportunity to get DK Metcalf. Now, granted, there were other teams that passed on him and picked other receivers over him. He was projected originally to be a top 10 guy. Hell, some people had him as the first guy. I was surprised to see him go to second round too. I was like, they find weed on this guy in the system, something we don't know about. Does he torture animals? Like, what is wrong with DK Metcalf? Why is he dropping to the second round? Remember that? But we had an opportunity to get him. We needed a big receiver, and we also needed a fast receiver. But we had a big receiver. We just decided to get we decided to get Alshon Jeffrey Claw, which Carson was already struggling with. Let's go down this list. Miles Sanders good. Sharif Miller's already gone. Clayton Thorson's gone. This Prince Ortega's gone. These other guys are still here, so nobody got cut from this group. He's already Jalen Rager looks good, but he's struggling with injuries. And to be honest, I don't think Jalen Hurts will be our future quarterback. I do think he's going to overtake uh, Carson at some point if Carson keeps playing like that. So my big beef with Howie, and just keeping this really short, the J.J. Arcega-Whiteside draft, getting just not going with the obvious picks. This is my big issue. Not going for DK Metcalf and getting J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, who we're getting no contribution out of. Defensive ends, for whatever reason, in free agency, Howie doesn't like defensive ends. So he goes and he has a fetish for defensive tackles. I have no idea why, but Howie has piled resource after resource in the defensive tackle group. We have Fletcher Cox, we have Malik Jackson, and we got Javon Hargrave now. The funny thing is, the Eagles are a decent team at stopping the run. If they have any struggles with that, because their defensive ends, typically Brandon Graham, is really good at stopping the run as well too. If they have issues with that, is because of the linebacking core. What we don't have is double-digit sack guys, and we continue to pass up on that, whether it be the draft or in free agency. I know Everson Griffin, who was released and still available, for the Eagles to pick up. We didn't do it. No, Jadeveon Clowney. Now, Jadeveon Clowney's not a big sack guy, but he would have been worth giving a try, considering his talent level versus some of the other guys we have for the right price. Just those misses. Some of the, bonehead decisions to not trade for guys. DeAndre Hopkins and, um, you know, Mari Cooper, all these other guys, truth juice, Howie, truth juice. Stop holding on to the picks. Stop holding on to the picks. I don't know why you're holding on to the picks. Because you don't make good draft picks. I just went through this list and 90% of these guys are gone. The guys that are here, besides Miles Sanders and Jalen Rager, I don't think there's going to make a really big contribution. Too early to tell. But yeah, well, you just got to do better, man. You're passing up on obvious picks for, you know, stuff that don't you're trying to be too cute on drafts. And 19 million in salary cap this year. This is another issue with Howie. These contracts, which I will give him credit for, are typically good, but we look like we're uh, in the negative for next season in team salary cap. Now, I don't know. We don't know what the projected salary cap is, but I keep hearing this from a lot of different sources. So, yes, I think the Eagles will benefit from a different person potentially uh, selecting and picking these people in the drafts uh, over Howie Roseman because he just gets a little too cute with his picks, and I think there needs to be someone else taking advantage of the opportunities we have to get talented players. You know, the fetishes he has with really big men who plug up the middle, plug up the hole in the middle, really big men that plug in the hole in the middle. We got to get past that. We need damn edge rushers. We need a pass rush. You got a good pass rush. That really helps the backside of the defense. And then you just plug in some goddamn half competent linebackers because for the ones we have now are incompetent. Howie, you need to do a better job. The Super Bowl window is closed, and I think you should be responsible for that because you let guys go like LeGarrette Blount, who was a part of that Super Bowl winning team. You let guys go like Nick Foles, who was a part of that Super Bowl winning team. You let go of Burner. Now, granted, you brought in Mike Wallace, who I thought would have been a better pick, but anybody that comes to Philly gets hurt. Yeah, go. What's his name? Torrey Smith. Love go Torrey Smith. All these guys are great locker room guys who really fit our system, who made an impact. You let go. We're part of the Super Bowl team, and now we're rebuilding this. And now there's all these questions about Carson character and things aren't being held together. Howie, Howie, Howie. You need to do a better job. And the best way you can do a better job is let someone else make the personnel decisions. You crunch the numbers, let someone else who actually knows football pick the players. This is your boy, Truth, and I just gave Howie Roseman some truth juice.